Sample portfolio.
Hello! This is my LDM 2 portfolio for school year 2020 to 2021. For table of contents, what's inside? I have here individual learning, monitoring, plans. So we have here learners, gender, needs, strength, interests, and experiences. I have also here my lesson plans, DLP, DLL. We have here weekly home learning plan or WLP, lesson exemplars, and the likes. So we have here the learners in difficult circumstances, planning and management of teaching and learning process, learning outcomes aligned with learning competencies, learning designed, section, organization, and utilization of assignments, strategies. So under teaching or teacher-made modified learning resources. So this is all about teaching and learning resources, including ICT. Then we can have also here my certificates and participations in any PD activities, professional link with colleagues, professional development goals, then here reflective or professional reaction and learning to improve practice. Next will be my engaging learners for their progress and achievement. So under this, I have monitoring and evaluation of learning, learner progress and achievement, and the feedbacks to improve learning. Then I included here also my professional engagement with colleagues, my professional links with colleagues, engaging stakeholders in the teaching learning processes. So under here, we have my MOVs, communication of learning, needs, progress, achievements to key stakeholders, and engagement of parents and the wider school community in the educative process. This is my example of individual learning monitoring plans. So nilagay ko dito yung sinasabi nilang ILMP. So, in-erase ko lang muna yung pangalan ng bata kasi for privacy purposes. So, this is it. So, after the sample, I have also the annotation here. I conducted series of visitation. I give them additional performance tasks that is not found in their module. So, nung pinuntahan ko yung bata, ito yung nagiging ginawa namin. So, we have also constant follow-up of learners to overcome her depression due to this pandemic. I encourage the learner to continue answering the module. So, dahil sa pandemic ngayon, hindi talaga maiiwasan na may ibang estudyante natin is nabilang sa depression. So, I conducted home visitation. I follow up the students through FB Messenger. The student was able to pass my subject kasi yung sinasabi natin constant follow-up at the same time home visitation. Sa tulong din ng FB Messenger, madali lang nating makausap ang mga bata. Kaya ito po yung sample ko ng lesson plans. So, ginamit ko dito is yung WHLP. So, weekly home learning plan. So, ito yung niya. I send soft copies to students who choose to be in digital mode of learning. So, kung hindi naman sila makakuha na kanilang module, may mga estudyante kasi kami na belong sa digital. So, I am willing to send it to them too. Crafting lasts that students can understand even the teacher or parents is not around. So, dito, gagawa talaga kami ng isang weekly home learning plan at saka yung mga sinasabi natin class o learning activity sheets na kahit wala yung mga parents nila na tumutulong, madali lang intindihin ng mga bata. Kasi bakit naman natin sila papahirapan? Sa face-to-face nga, may mga estudyante tayo madaling makaintindi, may mga bata naman na hindi naman madali sila natututo pag hindi naman tinutuloy. So, ginagawa natin dito dahil sa pandemic, gumagawa tayo ng isang learning activity sheets na madali lang talaga sa kanila. Learning outcomes aligned with learning competencies. So, ang ginawa ko dito, kinuha ko yung nasa learning or nasa last kung yung mga objectives, content standards, at saka yung mga activities. So, the expected outputs of the learners is aligned with the learning competencies. Okay, next is the learning outcomes, as I have said, should be aligned with the learning competencies. The expected outputs of the learners is aligned to the learning competencies. So, base activities nito, I have here my pre-test, my EFB mo, ang MD ko or yung matching type ko. This is one of the activities na matatagpuan natin sa ating learning activity sheets. Okay, this is an example of my EFB mo, ang MD ko or yung matching type. So, with the help of the internet, magagamit natin ito pag hindi naman yung teacher o ako gumagawa tayo ng sasabi nilang plan B. Kung walang internet ng mga bata, so meron tayong sasabi natin ibang way of conducting this kind of activity. Ganun pa rin, pareho yung content pero in different ways. So kung wala tayong internet connection, pwede natin sila sa printed materials. Okay, this is an example of supplemental learning module for senior high school learners. So this is for the subject understanding culture, society, and politics for first semester. So this is identify the aspects of culture. So the expected outputs of the learners is aligned with the learning competencies as a SLM writer. This is already done in terms of field validation. So dumaan dito ng yung sinasabi nilang talaga butas ng karayom. It is not yet being released because mayroon pa po sinusunod tayo na mga validation or mayroon pa tayong susundin. Dadaan pa ito sa matinding validation ng CO. Conducted field validation for finalization of the SLM to be submitted at the central office. Pareho pa rin, the expected outputs of the learners is aligned with the learning competencies. During po my first CO, classroom observation, ito po yung ginagamit kong PowerPoint presentation. Kasi we have here, design, selection, organization, and utilization of assessment strategies. So, I developed my own video lesson to serve as supplementary materials for my learners to better understand the topics found in their modules. I developed a PowerPoint presentation for my learners to understand more about lesson found in the modules. For my professional links with colleagues naman, or certificates of participations of any professional developmental activity. So, as we have, alam naman natin that we had attended, siguro lahat tayo, na mga public teachers who are familiar with in-depth. So, we attended this one. So, this is my certificate of completion. I participated in different trainings, webinars, okay, to hone my skills, especially in the new normal. One of it was the webinar on in-depth. I participated in different trainings, webinars. So, kasama ko dito yung mga colleagues ko, yung mga co-teachers. So, this is an example of our pictures. So, I participated in different trainings, as I have said. So, One of it was the webinar on how to edit video lesson, and from then I was able to edit my own video lessons for the upcoming CO via video lesson. Okay, I have here also my virtual orientation and field validation of senior high school supplementary learning materials. So this is my certificate. I also participated in the National Virtual Inset participated by the Department of Education. I learned so many things in the training as I was able to apply it in my class. I discovered that there are many apps that I can use to teach my students in the new normal. In my reflective summary, it is an in-depth reflection about the personal experience in implementing the LDM. So I have here portfolio are indeed to evaluate learning progress and achievement in the specific course. By completing my portfolio and lab sessions about LDM, this is now ready for evaluations like that. Challenge of the new normal way of teaching. So first, if I will make lesson, I can scan my finished portfolio and go to the topic about preparing the meals. Then I can choose the learning resources to be used in my topic. I can refer to the learning resources topics and how to download it in different portal. We need the portfolio to track the learning progress of the students. It will be the basis of delivering our modular distance learning. We can check how far learners understand and learned. The portfolio will be my basis of the progress and evidences of my development as a teacher. My portfolio will serve as an evidence of my teaching, and it is clearly show my improvement as well as the problems I met, and will guide me to keep on the right track. Before the school year started, school year 2020 to 2021, all teachers attended several webinars and how it is all about, what is LDM all about, or how to, what is the difference of blended learning, modular learning, and everything. So the Department of Education really tried to ready or equip teachers before we face the battle of this school year. We are given a chance to make modules with division based. The CO given have same content. The CO is better, Deep Ed Commons limited. The two portals here are very good in purpose. The Deep Ed Commons is limited. If you're going to check it, mas marami doon yung mga grade levels, elementary, high school, pero konti lang yung makikita natin in terms of senior high school na mga subjects. So, in our division, we have this one where we made our own LAS or learning activity sheets or our own modules, and the school heads and other EPS and heads from our division really try to have this quality assurance before we printed our modules. We did an online kumustahan for my advisory class to give them updates as well as ask them their thoughts about the module distance learning. So let the students message me to know what they have learned, what difficulty they have encountered while answering their modules. They can ask questions what part of the modules they don't understand. So these pictures here are the evidences that we do the online kumustahan or online feedback to improve learning. With my co-teachers, we conducted home visitation as a school intervention, especially to those students at risk of dropping out. So we have here, so nilagay ko lang yung mga stars dyan. It's because of what we called data privacy of the faces. We also created a group chat for my advisory class to give updates as well as monitor their progress by giving feedbacks to their submitted outputs. Okay, created a LAC group chat to disseminate information about LDM, to exchange thoughts and learnings, and to help one another in doing all tasks related to LDM. So this is it. We have our LDM sash group chat also. We also attended webinar on LDM. Okay, we also attended school virtual insight via Google Meet. Communication of learner needs, progress, and achievement to key stakeholders. Here we distributed the modules at the Barangay Kumawas team since the school was used as quarantine facility. So we are thankful because the help of the barangay council or the barangay captain here also. We have sinasabi nila nakikipag-ugnayan ang school at ang barangay nagtutulungan in order to distribute the modules in times of this difficulty. Okay, we distributed the modules following the health protocols. We distributed modules during the second quarter at standalone senior high school. Since last November, the LG was no longer using the school as quarantine facility center. So these are my co-teachers here with our principal. We conducted parents orientation in the conduct of modular distance learning, so that parents are well informed about the new normal way of students learning. The engagement of parents and wider school community in the educative process. We conducted configurated PTA of standalone senior high schools, school year 2020 to 2021, with the objectives, organization of board directors, elections of CPTA officers, and off-taking of officers. This is my LDM2 Practicum Portfolio. So that will be all for now. So see you soon for my other updates. Thank you.